It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins on Thursday night primetime.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And the kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because It's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now Wilson on second down. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Let's go, man.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Wilson.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on third. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To about the 35, 2nd down. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Wilson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On the ground, it's Harris. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing is Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And that one too high and incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
30 yards.
And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Miami set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off a play action, Tagovailoa.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. He had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second and 7.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Oh, let's turn it up.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Harris running straight ahead.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. Short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 11.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 8.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Shifts free at the 15. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Steelers. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's do this, man. Let's not do it.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Again, Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On second down, here's Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Tua, a final shot before half. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach,
we were certainly treated to an entertaining first half.
Anyone's
Both
game
these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. 2 and now on first down. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Wilson.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Second and 9.
Wilson now off the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Short throw to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh at the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to the... And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here is 3rd and 5.
This is Harris on the draw. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out onto the field.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Tua.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Flush to his right. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fielded at the 33.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start the drive with Harris, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson.
open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 92 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Warren will try the right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A short one there to Fryermuth. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open net is Waddle complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a 1-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 81 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Tua now on 1st down. Pass complete as Okama with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run up for it and see what happens.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Tua. Here's Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down 31-27. A minute 54 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Wilson to throw.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Throwing now is Wilson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. They're going for it. This is Harris.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.